My dear friends, let us begin by understanding that your world, every person, every relationship, every circumstance is but a reflection of your own consciousness. As I have often said, the whole vast world is no more than your own wonderful human imagination. This means that when someone in your life expresses a desire to leave, it is, in truth, a manifestation of a state within your own consciousness. Now you might ask, Neville, why would I imagine someone wanting to leave my life? The answer lies in the depths of your subconscious mind, in the beliefs and assumptions you hold about yourself and your relationships. Perhaps you harbor feelings of unworthiness, or maybe you believe that all good things must come to an end. These beliefs, my dear friends, are the seeds from which your experiences grow. But fear not, for in this realization lies immense power. If you can create the experience of someone wanting to leave through your imagination, then you possess the same power to create the experiences you truly desire. The key is to shift your focus from the external to the internal, from the world of effects to the world of causes. When you find yourself in a situation where someone wants to leave your life, resist the urge to cling or control. Instead, turn within. Ask yourself, what state of consciousness am I occupying that is making this experience real for me? This introspection is the first step towards true transformation. Remember, the outside world is dead. It has no power to create or to cause. It is simply responding to the activities of your imagination. Therefore, when you let people go, you are not losing anything real. You are simply allowing an outdated state of consciousness to fall away, making room for a new, more desirable state to take its place. Consider for a moment the story of the prodigal son. The father, in his wisdom, allowed his son to leave, knowing that the son's journey was necessary for his growth and eventual return. In the same way, when you let people go, you are acting from a place of deep wisdom and trust in the perfect unfolding of your life story. This act of letting go is not one of indifference or apathy. On the contrary, it is an act of profound love. Love for yourself and love for the other person. By releasing your grip, you are honoring the divine within both of you, allowing each to follow the path that their own imagination has set before them. Now let us delve deeper into the mechanics of this process. When you let someone go, you are essentially saying to your subconscious mind, I release this old state. I am ready for something new. This declaration opens up infinite possibilities in the realm of imagination, which, as we know, is the very substance of reality. Imagine, if you will, that your consciousness is like a garden. Each relationship, each experience is a plant growing in this garden. When you hold on to relationships that have run their course, you are essentially cluttering your garden with plants that have stopped blooming. By letting go, you are making space for new, vibrant experiences to take root and flourish. But how? You might ask, do we practically apply this principle in our daily lives? The answer lies in the power of your wonderful human imagination. Instead of focusing on the pain of loss or the fear of being alone, imagine yourself in a state of perfect contentment and fulfillment. Feel the relief of releasing that which no longer serves you. Experience the joy of making space for new blessings to enter your life. Remember, imagination is the very gateway of reality. As you imagine these positive states, you are literally shaping your future experiences. You are planting new seeds in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind, seeds that will inevitably grow into the experiences you desire. This process requires faith, not blind faith in an external power, but faith in the power of your own imagination. As I have often said, faith is loyalty to unseen reality. When you let someone go, you are expressing faith in the unseen reality of your own divine nature, your own ability to create the life you desire. Now, I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself standing before a beautiful, ornate door. This door represents the threshold between your current state and the state you desire to occupy. On this side of the door is the experience of holding on, of resistance, of fear. On the other side is freedom, peace, and unlimited possibility. Take a deep breath, and in your imagination, open this door. Feel the rush of fresh air on your face as you step through. Experience the lightness in your body. the sense of expansiveness in your chest. This, my dear friends, is the feeling of letting go. This is the state from which miracles flow. As you return your attention to this room, carry with you the feeling of that state. Let it permeate every cell of your body, every corner of your mind. For in that state lies the power to transform your entire world. Now let us address a common concern that arises when we speak of letting go. Many fear that by releasing their grip on relationships, they will be left alone, bereft of love and connection. But I assure you, this fear is unfounded. For when you truly understand the law of assumption, you realize that it is impossible to lose anything that is truly yours. Your relationships, like everything else in your world, are a reflection of your state of consciousness. When you let go of relationships that no longer serve you, you are not losing love. You are simply making space for love to express itself in new, more aligned ways. You are allowing the infinite intelligence of your subconscious mind to bring to you the perfect expressions of love and companionship that match your new, expanded state of being. Did you ever notice that when you release your attachment to a particular outcome, that very thing often comes to you effortlessly? This is the paradox of letting go. By releasing your grip, you open yourself to receive. By surrendering control, you step into your true power as a creative being. This principle applies not only to romantic relationships, but to all connections in your life. Perhaps there's a friendship that has grown distant, a family relationship that has become strained, or a professional partnership that no longer feels aligned. In each of these cases, the act of letting go can be profoundly transformative. When you let go, you are essentially saying to the universe, I trust in the perfect unfolding of my life. I release my need to control and manipulate. I am open to receiving that which is in perfect alignment with my highest good. This declaration sets in motion a series of events that can only lead to your greater good. But let me plead. Letting go does not mean pushing people away or cutting off communication abruptly. It is an internal process, a shift in your consciousness. Externally, you may continue to interact with grace and kindness. The difference is that you no longer operate from a place of need or attachment. You are free to love without condition, to give without expectation, to be fully present without fear of loss. This state of consciousness is your natural birthright. It is the state from which you can truly love, truly create, truly live. When you occupy this state, you become magnetic to all that is good and beautiful in life. You attract relationships and experiences that reflect your inner state of freedom and joy. Now I want you to take a moment to reflect on your life. Are there relationships or situations that you've been clinging to out of fear or habit? Can you feel the energy it takes to maintain this grip? Imagine for a moment what it would feel like to release that energy. To open your hands and let go. Feel the relief that comes with this release. Feel the spaciousness, the potential that opens up. This, my dear friends, is the gift of letting go. It is the gateway to a life of true freedom and fulfillment. But remember, this process is not about forcing yourself to let go before you're ready. It's about aligning yourself with the natural flow of life, with the wisdom of your own divine nature. Trust that when the time is right, letting go will feel like the most natural thing in the world. As you practice this art of letting go, you may find that your relationships begin to transform in beautiful and unexpected ways. Those that are meant to be in your life will align with your new state of being. They will evolve and deepen in ways you never imagined possible. And those that are meant to fall away will do so with grace and ease, making space for new connections that better reflect your expanded consciousness. Remember, your imagination is yourself, and the world as your imagination sees it is the real world. As you imagine yourself in the state of graceful letting go, you are literally reshaping your world. You are calling forth a reality in which relationships flow effortlessly, in which love is given and received freely, in which you are fully supported in your journey of growth and self-realization. Now let us delve even deeper into the spiritual implications of this practice of letting go. When we speak of letting people go, we are, in essence, speaking of surrendering to the divine wisdom within us. This wisdom, which I often refer to as your wonderful human imagination, knows the perfect timing and manner for all things in your life. Consider for a moment the natural world around you. The trees do not cling desperately to their leaves when autumn comes. They release them gracefully, trusting in the cycle of seasons, knowing that new growth will come in its appointed time. In the same way, when you let people go, you are aligning yourself with the natural rhythms of life, trusting in the perfect unfolding of your journey. This trust, my dear friends, is the very essence of faith. Not faith in an external deity or a set of rigid doctrines, but faith in the divine wisdom that resides within you. As I have often said, the Bible has no reference at all to any persons who ever existed or to any event that ever occurred upon earth. The stories and characters in Scripture are allegories designed to illustrate profound spiritual truths. And one of the most powerful of these truths is the importance of surrender. Think of the story of Abraham, who was asked to sacrifice his beloved son, Isaac. This story is not about literal child sacrifice, but about the willingness to let go of that which is most precious to us, trusting in the higher wisdom of our divine self. When Abraham showed his willingness to let go, the ram appeared in the thicket, symbolizing the unexpected blessings that come when we release our attachments. In your own life, each person who wants to leave represents an opportunity for this kind of profound surrender. Each is an invitation to trust more deeply in the wisdom of your own divine nature. As you accept this invitation, you open yourself to miracles beyond your current imagining. Now, I want you to take a moment to connect with this divine wisdom within you. Close your eyes and turn your attention inward. Feel the presence of your own wonderful human imagination, that aspect of you that is one with the creative power of the universe. This presence is always with you, always guiding you towards your highest good. As you sit in communion with this presence, bring to mind a relationship or situation that you've been struggling to let go of. Without judgment or analysis, simply hold this relationship in your awareness. Now imagine yourself opening your hands, symbolically releasing your grip on the situation. Feel the relief that comes with this release. Feel the trust, the surrender, the alignment with your higher wisdom. This, my dear friends, is the essence of letting go. It is not an act of the personal will, but a surrender to the divine will within you. And as you align with this divine will, you open yourself to possibilities beyond your current understanding. Remember, the whole vast world is no more than your own wonderful human imagination. When you let go of outdated relationships and situations, you are essentially letting go of limiting beliefs and assumptions about yourself and your world. You are making space for new, more expansive beliefs to take root in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Consider this in your life as playing a role that you have assigned to them through your assumptions and beliefs. When someone wants to leave, it is often because the role you've assigned them no longer fits. By letting them go, you are freeing both yourself and them to step into new. This process of letting go and allowing new roles to emerge is the very essence of personal growth and transformation. It is through this process that you evolve, that you become more fully yourself. Each time you let go, you are shedding an old version of yourself and stepping into a new, more expanded version. But let me be clear. This process is not always easy. The ego, that part of you that clings to the known and fears change, may resist. It may try to convince you that letting go is dangerous, that you'll be left alone and unloved. But I assure you, these fears are unfounded. They're simply the death throes of your old, limited self. When you feel this resistance arise, return to your imagination. See yourself as the person you wish to be, is confident, secure, surrounded by loving and supportive relationships. Feel the reality of this state. For remember, feeling is the secret. As you feel the reality of this new state, you are literally calling it into being. Now let's address another aspect of letting go that often causes confusion. Many believe that letting go means becoming passive, simply accepting whatever comes our way without preference or desire. But this is a misunderstanding of the principle. Letting go is not about suppressing your desires or becoming indifferent to outcomes. It is about releasing your attachment to how those desires must be fulfilled. When you truly let go, you are not giving up on your dreams. You are entrusting the fulfillment of those dreams to your wonderful human imagination, which knows far better than your conscious mind how to bring your desires into reality. You are saying, in essence, this was something better, in a way that is for the highest good of all involved. This attitude of openness and trust allows the infinite intelligence of your subconscious mind to work on your behalf, orchestrating events and bringing people into your life in ways that your limited conscious mind could never conceive. It's from this place of openness that true miracles occur. How many times in your life has something you initially perceived as a loss turned out to be a blessing in disguise? How often has the ending of one relationship made space for a more fulfilling one to enter your life? These experiences are not coincidences. They're the natural result of aligning yourself with the wisdom of your divine nature. As you practice letting go, you may find that your entire approach to relationships begins to shift. Instead of clinging or trying to control, you begin to appreciate each connection for what it is in the moment. You become more present, more authentic, more able to give and receive love. This shift in consciousness ripples out into every area of your life. You may find that not only do your personal relationships improve, but your professional life, your health, your financial situation, all aspects of your experience begin to align more closely with your true desires. Remember, your imagination is yourself, and the world as your imagination sees it is the real world. As you imagine yourself as someone who can love freely, who can let go gracefully, who trusts in the perfect unfolding of life, you are literally reshaping your entire world. Now, I want to address a question that often arises when we speak of letting go. Many ask, but Neville, what if I let go and the person I love doesn't come back? What if I never find someone else? These questions stem from a place of lack, from a belief in limitation. But I assure you, there is no lack in the kingdom of your imagination. When you truly let go, you are not losing anything real. You are simply releasing your attachment to a particular form or expression of love. And in doing so, you open yourself to receive love in new, often more wonderful ways. For remember, the essence of what you seek, be it love, security, companionship, exists within you. It is your state of consciousness. As you cultivate these qualities within yourself, they must, by law, be reflected in your outer world. Think of it this way: as a tube of toothpaste. Toothpaste must come out. It cannot be otherwise. In the same way, when you embody a state of love and fulfillment within yourself, loving and fulfilling experiences must come into your life. It cannot be otherwise. This is the law of assumption and action. So instead of focusing on specific individuals or outcomes, focus on embodying the state of consciousness that you desire. Feel the love, the joy, the fulfillment that you seek. Live from that state. For as you do, you become magnetic to experiences that match that state. This principle applies not only to romantic relationships, but to all connections in your life. Perhaps there's a difficult colleague at work, a challenging family member, or a friend who seems to be drifting away. In each of these situations, the practice of letting go can be transformative. Instead of trying to change the other person or control the situation, turn within. Ask yourself, what state of consciousness am I occupying that is making this experience real for me? Then, through the power of your imagination, shift into a new state. See yourself as someone who is respected at work, who has harmonious family relationships, who attracts loyal and supportive friends. As you persist in this new state, you will find that your outer world begins to shift. The difficult colleague may suddenly become more cooperative, or a new job opportunity may arise. Family dynamics may improve, or you may find yourself naturally spending time with relatives who are more aligned with your new state. Old friendships may rekindle in beautiful ways, or new, more fulfilling connections may enter your life. Remember, change your conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the world in which you live. As you change your conception of yourself in relation to others, your entire experience of relationships will transform. Now, let us address another important aspect of letting go: forgiveness. Often when relationships end or change, there can be feelings of hurt, anger, or resentment. These emotions can act as chains, binding us to the very situations we're trying to release. True letting go requires forgiveness, not just of others, but of ourselves. Forgiveness is not about condoning hurtful actions or forgetting what has happened. It's about releasing the emotional charge associated with past events, freeing yourself from their influence over your present and future. As you practice forgiveness, you may find that the very people you're forgiving begin to change in your perception. For remember, everyone in your world is you pushed out. As you forgive yourself and others, you are literally transforming your entire world. In conclusion, my dear friends, the art of letting people go when they want to go is a powerful spiritual practice. It is an act of faith in the perfection of your own wonderful human imagination. It is a declaration of trust in the divine wisdom that guides your life. As you master this art, you will find yourself becoming more peaceful, more loving, more authentically yourself. You will attract relationships and experiences that truly reflect your highest self. Remember, you are the operant power in your world. Your consciousness is the substance of all that you experience. As you let go of that which no longer serves you, you make space for miracles beyond your current imagining. Trust in this process. Have faith in your own divine nature, and watch as your world transforms in beautiful and unexpected ways.